he sort of inferred that if you don't vote for Harris, you're not a patriot. And
I would agree with that.
And I have to tell you how profoundly poorly that's going to hit a lot of Republican ears. Look, there are plenty of Republican voters who are lukewarm on Trump. Maybe they wish he hadn't run again, whatever. But to be told that your choice is, your patriotism is dependent upon your choice just because you prefer a Republican government.
You prefer
I thought that was a poor argument. I thought that was a poor argument.
Someone who didn't try to overthrow the government of the
Republicans
United
are saying
States.
you're not an American if you vote for Harris.
I've never heard anyone say that.
I heard many of them say that. People are making fun of us because we were women.
That's Republican Scott Jennings having what passes for a civil discussion about politics on CNN with a panel of liberal women and never-Trumpers. Welcome to Nerk News, I'm Nerkish, and the Kamala Harris gaslighting continues as Democrats keep plagiarizing Republican talking points and members of establishment media keep giving them A+s for originality.
Yes, people were literally questioning us because we wanted to wave our own flag at the Democratic National Convention talking about when did they start loving America. From the day I was born. Here's the thing. He's not saying that you're not a patriot if you vote for Donald Trump. He's just saying, this is my interpretation of it. He's saying, I love this country beyond any one person. And somebody who tried to overthrow our election, somebody who didn't stop for hours when an insurrection was happening at the Capitol. When you support somebody who has done that, that is not patriotic. And then when you have that be your party's nominee, sometimes you got to call a spade a spade.
Because that happened does not mean I or Katie or any other Republican has to give up on every single value that we've ever had, whether it has to do with taxes or the court or any other policy. You're asking Republicans to turn over the government to absolute radical liberals over one day, and I'm not prepared to do it because I believe policy choices I believe they matter to the future of the country.
And what policies are you endorsing if you endorse Kamala Harris?
I'll tell you what you are endorsing
fully.
if you endorse
Let me finish real quick, please. We still fully don't know. Are we going to get the 2019 Kamala Harris who came out of California and had all these liberal positions, that she wanted to ban fracking, that she supported the Green New Deal, and now we're hearing from advisors and mixed things, oh, maybe she doesn't, maybe doesn't. Are we going to have 2019 Kamala Harris from California? Or are we going to have a new Kamala Harris who wants to win swing states and the position
I honestly have no idea what those shrieking liberal black ladies are talking about. Criticizing Democrats for false patriotism and waving the American flag is absolutely legitimate. I mean, for crying out loud, CNN just had a segment where they called liberals burning the American flag patriotic. That's been their position for as long as I can remember. They don't like the military, they hate American exceptionalism, crap on our founding fathers, and view the Constitution as, quote, a little piece of paper that needs to be reimagined. Call me crazy, but that doesn't sound too patriotic to me.
And Donald Trump on any given day.
If you believe, Scott, let me just,
Listen, let Stuart get his point.
I can remember being on the bus with you, with Romney, and this is something that really stuck with me. And one of the aides who worked for you had misspelled something in a press release. And you very nicely, you weren't mean, you said, this is someone running for the presidency of the United States, to sit in the Oval Office. We have to be at that level and treat it with that respect. How do you say that? And then you get Donald Trump, a sexual predator, a criminal, someone who we know is just a horrible human being who doesn't believe in what we believe in rule of law. And how all this policy stuff, they're not going to remember what the tax rate was or what, This is basically, it is a character test, Scott.
It's more than that. It's more than what the tax rate is. Profound policy implications and decisions are coming from the next administration. I firmly believe if the Democrats win, and if they somehow keep control of the Senate, which I don't think is likely but is possible, they will eliminate the filibuster, and they will change this country in a way that we can never recover. That is important to me.
What does that look like?
I don't begrudge your viewpoint, but you cannot begrudge a Republican for wondering, hey, maybe it's not a great idea for us to drive off the left side of the road so far we can never find our way back.
Can you finish that thought then? Like, what does that look like? What does the country look like?
Roe versus Wade?
Right. Does it look like children eating and not being hungry? Does it look like having... But I'm serious. I really want to know the answer.
Well, once again, those ladies certainly added a lot to the discussion. CNN should have them both on as much as they can to highlight what Democrats are really all about. Regardless, the fact of the matter here is that the argument over patriotism is just another word game Democrats are playing. They love changing definitions of words while attempting to claim the original meaning of the words they changed. They do it with man and woman, they do it with racism and bigot, and now they're doing it with patriotism. But let me know what you think. Are Democrats patriotic Americans, or do they just use the term as a shield to cover up their bad behavior? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That stuff really does help us out. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Bye!